Let's take a look at a year-long project and how to build it and how to incorporate standards and learning outcomes and planning and all of the things that go with it. This is a project I've done called the Diary Project, and this is an English language arts project, but you can use the concepts here to build a project in any subject or grade. So you see I have this housed on my classroom website, and this is great for kids because they always know where to go. So here is a guidelines page. Okay, so as you can see, I've got specific instructions where I'm explaining what the project is. What's really nice, I've got these links here. So I'm telling the students that they are going to take on the role of someone in history. It doesn't have to be a famous person. It could just be a person in a time, like a suffragette, for example. And then I create that link there for students, which becomes very helpful because then they can go to a page. So I just link this to a Wikipedia page, and this becomes a research project as well. So again, you think about standards and learning outcomes. We are going to get a whole lot of things in this project. I've got a Malcolm X link because they might do the civil rights movement. One of the options was to write as if you were Malcolm X and sort of just create a diary that maybe he wrote. So there's another page there which is extremely helpful. As we take a look down here, I explain the research piece on this page. Choose one of these time periods and events. Now, I coordinated with the social studies teacher. A lot of these are events that the kids had already worked on, which gave them background knowledge, which is really helpful. But again, all of these links go to something that will begin their work. The other thing we're going to do now is take a look at Common Core. And we were in a Common Core state when I was working on this project, so we have to incorporate these standards and look at all of the things that you can get into a project like this when you're extending it over time. I call it year-long, but it doesn't necessarily mean all year, but it's extended. We're going to capture all of these in this project with mini lessons and then the kids applying it back. Really a tremendous amount of work is going to go into this, as you can see. So I had 7th graders, so I'm going to get all of these reading standards in here, most of them at least. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to work into some writing standards. And again, you take a look at this. Support claims with logical reasoning. We'll gather that through research, use words, phrases, and clauses to create cohesion and clarify the relationships among claims, reasons, and evidence. Again, we'll get that through our research. It'll come through in the diary entries. We'll write explanatory pieces in there. We'll certainly capture some narrative. It's very much a narrative piece. We'll get all of this narrative work, clear, coherent writing. So you can come in and say, I have to meet all these standards, but instead of pulling them out piecemeal, we're going to get them in this project, and it's really a tremendous way to do things. So again, when I come back to the project, I've got other, I've got it over here on the menu. Having a classroom website really helps. The kids know where to go. They come here all the time as a reference point, and their parents can do the same. Improving entries with history is a nice piece. So I've added this, and what I do in here is I give the kids a video showing them how I would find information and pull it into a diary project. So in the video, I go out to a page, I show them how I get it, how to move it in. Really helpful. And then I come back over here and I've got sample entries. So again, I've written some things to give the kids as models. I changed up the subject here, went from Great Depression to a different time in history. Really just helpful to the kids, and this creates a lot of discussion. We'll jump into a web tool like a Today's Meet or Socrative or something else where I can get feedback from them on their understanding. In fact, they could even write on the page here if they want to. The other thing then with the year-long piece is the calendar, really a critical part. And I've got the calendar linked on our website, so the kids come in all the time. We work from this. So I show them, another one of our ongoing projects was our reading all year. But then, I have on here places where our diary project is launched, and then I'll move forward, and we'll have checkpoints on our calendar, which is a really important piece. So this is our hub. Our classroom website is our hub for learning. And I mix in mini lessons, very brief interactive things, lots of videos, lots of questions and answers from the kids, lots of online tools. And then they are working, and they work on a private web page or blog and post their entries, and I can provide feedback there. This is the year-long project and how to create it, and it is arguably the most powerful tool in a results-only learning environment. Start planning your project today.